Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel once again. This is your friend Abhishek, but not a financial advisor, and here I am for you guys bringing up some nice and juicy updates regarding this current uncertainty in the market. Why I'm saying uncertainty in the market, I'll get onto that in a moment, but please remember, uncertainty creates opportunities, which I will also explain in a moment. Yes, this video is going to be juicy and you will not regret to watch this video until the end, so stick until the end. So the content of this video will look something like the following. First, we'll be discussing the uncertainty in the market, the current macroeconomic situation and the current market situation, which could actually create some opportunities for us retail investors. The second part of the video would be disclosing the stock which I'm buying and which I have discussed with my Patreon's members as well. And the third part of the video would be discussing why this stock has tanked down and why it has created an opportunity for us. And the fourth and the final part of the video would be discussing the valuation of this stock and which is the price where I'm getting in to this stock and what is my target value of this particular company. So without further ado, let's get right into it. Okay, so now first let's discuss about the current market situation. So like I said, the current market situation is a bit uncertain. Now let me explain to you guys why I think like that. So the job numbers came out, which actually in my opinion seem to be quite fishy, but I'll not dig deeper into that because we have some other two important factors which has a more weightage on the current market situation. So the second part is the inflation rate. So the CPI numbers came in, and even though it looked pretty good, but it's still far away from the 2% target inflation. So it was around 2.5 to 2.9%. And now this has caused the uncertainty in the market. Why? Because before the investors were thinking that Fed might cut the rate by 50 basis points, but now there's also a chance that they might only cut by 25 basis points because the economists think that there is still some inflation left to fight over to reach that target of 2%. Yeah, so this is one of the factors which has created this uncertainty, and like I said, this uncertainty brings opportunities, but let me get on to that in a moment. Let me also explain to you guys why there's uncertainty in the crypto market as well. So as we see that the crypto market is also tanked down, but that is another factor which is added to that, which was the Japan's central bank. As we see that the Japan's central bank has raised the interest rates by 25 basis points from almost zero. Yes, the Japan's interest rate was following somewhere between 0 to 0.1%, almost zero, which also means that it was much more easier to borrow money from Japan, which the other economies were doing, and parking their money, for example, in the US, where even the bond yield was much higher, 3 to 4 times much higher than Japan's interest rate. So this is what was happening, and this has been happening since years and years and years. Okay, so when Japan decided to increase their interest rate to fight their own inflation by 25 basis points, that created panic in the market because the borrowed money was not just invested into the stock market but in every asset class, including, yeah, you got it right, crypto. And that's why the outflow of the money from the crypto market was also there, and therefore the crypto market tanked. But now let me get on to the opportunity which I'm talking about. Yes, there is uncertainty in the market, but this uncertainty means volatility in the market as well. And volatility means that we could also do day or swing trades because the market is moving up and down, and that is what creates an opportunity for us. Now, I know many of my viewers are long-term investors, but many of my viewers also have some short-term goals. For example, from my Patreon's community, many of my members have short-term goals like to buy a car or to buy a laptop or any household things or even an apartment, but they don't want to touch their principal amount or the invested amount which they have invested for long term, or let's say for a decided term of 10 to 15 years. They don't want to touch that money. So instead, what they are doing is saving money in a low interest account. Now, there's another way of actually getting some additional income. Yeah. And I'm getting on to that, so please be patient. So now I know my viewers might be divided into 3 categories. The first category being who has no idea about technical analysis, how to do a technical analysis of any asset class. Yeah, so they cannot literally do day trade or swing trades. The second group might belong to someone like me who has knowledge about technical analysis but doesn't have enough time because we are full-time employees and we have other things to take care of as well, like families, or like me, I have different assets like real estate. I have to take care of my tenants, YouTube for you guys, my full-time job. And the third category might be having a lot of time to do technical analysis. So this might not interest them, but trust me, what I'm going to tell to you guys might even interest the experts in this field to get some more advantage or monetize their skills with this platform, which I'm going to tell you. And this brings me to the sponsors of today's video, which is Naga. Yes, we are going to talk about Naga trading platform, which enables us, especially for those who belongs to the first two categories which I just mentioned, and to let us enable to earn some extra income by letting the heavy lifting, which is day trade and swing trade, for the experienced traders on this platform. So I was looking in for some ways for my Patreon members as well for such additional income, and I was researching for some German online brokers, and that is where I found Naga, where I can invest some money and leave the trading part to more experienced traders who do this on daily basis, and I could simply copy them. And with this, I could also learn from their strategies, and in the process, the benefit is that I earn some additional income. So like I said, many of my viewers are also full-time employees and don't have enough time to, sit in front of the computer and or in front of the phone and just, do the day trades, or they don't have enough knowledge to do so. This is where Naga really could benefit us. And like I said, I have been researching for this since quite a long time because I do my research quite well. And before disclosing it to my viewers, I wanted to be sure that this is a safe platform and that this is actually beneficial. And after researching a lot, I finally thought, okay, yes, it is. And that's why I decided to, let me test it myself. And that's why I opened up an account with Naga. Let me quickly show you through this particular platform. So here I am, guys, on this amazing Naga platform, and this is my personal account. As you can see, this is my name. And here I am on the feed section, where you can see that we have a community who is posting their strategies and news about the stock market and some hot stocks as well. So this is not just a trading account. It's basically a platform where you could learn from these traders who are posting their strategies as well. If you don't want to copy someone, you could use these strategies or even learn from it. So like I said, this is not just a platform to trade or invest money. This is basically for learning as well. So it comes with a lot of benefits. So like I said, it's a social trading platform, and they're a pioneer in social trading, and also offers a community like we saw here, where we can interact with other experienced traders. So you can see that we can interact here with other experienced traders and exchange ideas about trading, who are investing into stocks or other assets. So we can see that if we go on to the discover section, so you can see there are trending assets here like Bitcoin, crypto, Forex. So you can literally do everything. So if I go to trade, you can see right here that most traded are Forex, cryptos, cash commodities, ETFs, CFDs, stock UK, stocks Germany, and so on and so forth. It's amazing, yeah. So that's the reason why I opened up an account here, because I really would like to try this and also suggest this to my Patreon members. And that's the reason why I'm suggesting this to you guys as well. Now I know, guys, one of the most important question which might be popping up in your minds is that, is this broker safe enough? Guys, I have been doing YouTube now since 4 years, and I have got enough inquiries to do promotional videos and sponsorships, and I have never said yes to anything. You might have seen that throughout my career, I never did any promotions. Yeah. Why I'm doing this with Naga now is because, first of all, I do find this a genuine thing, and I do think that this could benefit you guys as well. And that's the reason why I am mentioning this. And if it wasn't safe, I wouldn't have even said yes to their sponsorships. So Naga is a known German broker whose shares are actually traded at the Frankfurt Stock Exchange. So I don't think anybody has to worry about its safety. So if you are someone like me who has no time but want to earn some additional income and want to copy such experienced traders who are doing this on daily basis, then you can definitely check this out. You can follow the link in my description and register, do the required KYC, and then fund your account. Yes, the most important thing is that if you're trying to fund your account, the minimum requirement is around $250 or 250 euros. And like I said, if you guys belong to the third category, who are experienced traders, they also can benefit from their skills. So they can become leaders, and then if somebody copies them, they earn some extra money. So this is for everyone, guys. But again, guys, this is not a financial advice. Yes, because even copying professional traders comes with risk because they might also lose money. Okay, so your own research is really important, and keeping a track of your account, like not like day trading or swing trading like you are doing yourself. It's definitely not like that, but still you need to keep a track of your account. Yeah, that is important. That is unsaid. Okay, that has to be done. But if you are looking for something more easier, I would say you could definitely give it a try. Don't invest huge amounts in the beginning. Yeah, to see how it works. Start with the minimum amount, which is the $250 or 250 euros, and who knows, you might reach your short-term goals. Yeah, so again, not a financial advice. This comes with risk for sure, so please keep an eye on your accounts and trade safely. So with that being said, guys, this was the first part of the video where I wanted to let you guys know that the market is a bit in the uncertain zone. Yeah, and that actually creates opportunities, and wanted to show you guys this particular platform which I came across, and I do find it quite interesting and quite beneficial, to be honest. So now let's move on to the second part of this video. So the stock which I have currently added to my portfolio, and which I have also mentioned to my Patreon's members. By the way, if you guys would like to join our Patreon's community where we discuss real estate in Germany, such stocks, such assets, and such amazing platforms like Naga, then you are most welcome to join our Patreon's community, and you can find the link in the description below. So the stock is Dollar General. Now let me show you guys why I do think that this is quite undervalued and could create a massive opportunity if we jump in at the right moment and right time for this particular company. By the way, guys, one more important thing, technical analysis, like we discussed in Naga, could also be used to find such good entry points for such companies. Yeah, so technical analysis not just for day traders or swing trading, but could be also beneficial to find an entry and an exit point for such good companies, and which we could also find from the feed or the social platform from Naga as well, because people there are also talking about such things. So yeah, that's another benefit of Naga. But anyways, now let's focus on this particular stock. But now let me show you guys why the stock actually fell. So Dollar Tree CEO warns of a growing problem despite of slowing inflation. So what is the problem? So Dollar Tree does not limit its prices to $1, nor does it cater exclusively to low income customers. This is the first problem. The Wall Street Journal reported last summer that in the first half of 2023, visited to dollar stores by people earning more than 100K increased 4% from late 2022. So not like a discounted retail store, but more for higher income people. So Dollar Tree said on March full year 2023 earnings call that the company was able to attract new higher income customers, which led to a strong gains in the traffic and market share. The company also planned earlier this year to add more 300 items at price $1.50 to $7 and blah blah blah. Now, dollar shops face loss of high income customers. Yeah, and that's because of the current macroeconomic situation. Two of the most famous budget-friendly retailers, Dollar Tree and Dollar General, both reported earnings and revenue missed Wall Street estimates. That was one of the reasons why the stock fell, which is the third part of this video to explain to you why the stock is tanking. Dollar Tree also reported adjusted earnings of 67 cents for the quarter end of August 3, below analyst expectations of $1.06. But guys, let me explain to you that this is happening throughout the industry. So we don't really need to be explicitly worried about Dollar Tree or Dollar General in the retail business. Okay, the retailers now project adjusted earnings per share of $5.20 to $5.50 on full year net sales between 30.6 billion and 30.9 billion. The numbers are below again the previous guidance, so the guidance has also dropped. This is another reason why the stock tanked. Now, Dollar Tree chief executive Rick said that the company faced the pressure from challenging macroeconomic environment, which affected the purchasing behavior of its middle and higher income customers, and this is the main reason why the stock has underperformed in the past 1 to 2 months. Beginning this quarter, we started to see inflation, interest rates, and other macro pressures have a more pronounced impact on the buying behavior of these customers. So this is a problem with Dollar General, that the macroeconomic situation currently has affected their sales, their net sales and their net revenue. But now let me get on to another impressive point. Okay, the Consumer Economic Goods and Retail Outlook for 2024 report by Economic Intelligence forecasts global retail sales to grow by 6.7% in dollar terms in 2024, While 85% of these sales are expected to stem from brick and mortar stores, 2024 is expected to be the strongest growth year for offline retail after 2021. So this is another reason, guys, why I have particularly looked into this particular retail stock, because I do know that as soon as the inflation eases down, the interest rates goes down, all these stocks will recover for sure, and that's why the comeback for Dollar General is inevitable. So now, with that being said, we are finished with the current macroeconomic situation, covering this amazing platform, Naga platform, then discovering this particular retail stock, Dollar General, then the reasons why it tanked, and also the reason why it may recover sooner than expected as soon as the interest rates are dropping again and the inflation is cooling down. The recession will also recover, and then when we are in a flourishing economy back again, then Dollar General will definitely come back to the previous levels. So now let's discuss the valuation of this company with my particular assumptions and with my expectations, what I expect. And trust me, guys, I'm being conservative. I'm being on the conservative side because I don't like to over evaluate or take the bullish point of view when I'm buying a particular business. And this is what my strategies are usually. So let me show you guys the evaluation model based on my expectations and my assumptions, because this is how evaluations work. Yeah, we are valuating a business based on the future cash flow and then discounting it back towards the present value. So we can see here the free cash flow margin for Dollar General has been around 4%, 5%, 3%, and as an average. Okay, now the gross margin has been also reducing, but if we go on to the cash flow, so we can see the cash flow was quite decent in 2024. This is yearly basis, so the percentage change in the cash flow was 20%. Okay, now let me show you what I am assuming for my DCF. So for my DCF inputs, I'm taking metric free cash flow because I do think that free cash flow is the best metric, which is non-manipulative. I'm projecting it for the next 5 years, the metric growth rate, which has been average 2%, but I do think when the interest rates come down, they will come back to 3% or even higher. But let's take a conservative approach of taking a metric growth rate of just 3%. Shares outstanding minus 3.2%, which is the exact thing what they have been doing. I'm not increasing this, even though they might increase this, because when they get more free cash flow, of course, then they might be able to increase or buy back more shares. But let's keep it minus 3.2%, which is the average for the last 5 years. Okay, the dividend growth rate is quite impressive, guys. This is another benefit for Dollar General, that there has been a good dividend growth rate of 13%. In the last 5 years, they have been growing the dividends by 13%, which is quite impressive, to be honest. And this is another bonus of buying such a company. Yeah, undervalued and good dividend. Not just good dividend, but dividend growth rate, which is quite impressive. The price ratio, and this is now where it becomes quite juicy. The price ratio for Dollar General, I have kept 25, whereas in the last 5 years, the price ratio for the free cash flow, price to free cash flow, has been 80. And this is quite impressive, because a brand like Dollar General, which is well established, such a high multiple is quite unbelievable for me. But still, people were paying 80. This seems that people did think that Dollar General is quite a robust company, and this is not going anywhere. And that's why they took the risk and they paid such a high multiple. This is one way of seeing when a well-established business, which is not in the initial phase of growing, has such a high multiple. But like I said, I'm being more conservative and I'm putting a price ratio of 25, and that's all. And the discount rate is 10%. This is my safety net, because I do want minimum return of 10% if I would like to beat the market, okay, or just be equal at the market returns. And this gives me the future stock price of $262, dividend paid 18.53%, an increase of 18.53%, and a fair value of $172, which is 100% above the current price. And that gives me a compound annual growth rate of 27%, which is beating the market 2 to 3 times. And this is why I mentioned this particular stock to my Patreons at $82.58, as you can see this. And now dollar journal is sitting at $84, which is still not late at all. Yeah, and like I said, there will be market volatility, so it can come back to this price as well. So anyways, $84 or $82 doesn't make too much difference. And now let's have a look what it has to do to reach this price. So what it has to do is to, in the next 5 years, is to generate a positive free cash flow of $1.9 billion. And in 2024, it already generated a free cash flow of $1.69 billion. Now, if you guys think that this is not possible of generating a free cash flow of $1.9 billion, then probably you could change these numbers and you could say, okay, metric growth rate of 2% instead of 3%. And then let's see. Then we assume that it will have to generate only $1.8 billion. But if you think, no, even that is not possible, and Dollar General will face a really big competition from the discounted retail stores or the online market, then let's put 1.5% growth rate. And then in the next 5 years, it has to generate $1.82 billion, which was equal to 2022 free cash flow, okay? But if you say that, no, I would say 0.5% growth rate for the next 5 years, then it's only $1.73 billion. Even in that case, we can see that the fair value is 85% above the current market price. And even with that, we will see a compound annual growth rate of 24%, guys. So if you think even this is not possible in the next 5 years, when the market situation will actually become much better with the lower interest rates and the buying power for the consumers will increase, then probably this stock is not for you, okay? It's all about assumptions. It's all about predictions. It's all about the numbers. So these are my predictions. These are my assumptions. And this is what I wanted to show you guys why I am buying Dollar General at these current prices, because for me, it's a steal. It's a no-brainer to buy in this company for long term, yeah? And for short term, like I said, you could use Naga and follow some experienced traders who will do the heavy lifting for you. But be careful, okay? So with that being said, guys, I'll wrap up this video. And thank you for your time. Thank you for watching. Please subscribe to the channel. And don't hesitate to leave a comment in the comment section down below regarding any question regarding Naga, regarding whatever you would like to know. And also, please do let me know which topics you would like me to cover for my next videos or for the future videos, because that will really give me ideas, because I'm here for you guys, okay? So that's it, guys. I'll see you in the next one. Trade safe, be safe, stay happy. Ciao.